They were too fake to stay in your life. It was only a matter of time till it ended. That relationship was based on false pretense. That friendship wasn't real. It was a lie. They were pretending to be for you, pretending to be on your side, to have your interest at heart. But it was untrue. It wasn't true. It was fake. It was a lie. It was only a matter of time till they revealed themselves as the false pretenders, as the fake friend of friends that they are. It was only a matter of time. They could not have held your hand forever. Whatever is done in the dark will be brought to light, will be exposed. And you're wondering, why is it that this friend has distanced themselves? Why is it that they are no longer here with me? Why is it that I'm contacting them and they hardly respond? Once upon a time, they would respond with long paragraphs, chapters. They would write an entire book in response to your message. Now it's one line. Now they are so busy. You saw it coming. Some of you saw it coming. You knew that something was wrong from the very beginning. Perhaps you spoke to them. Perhaps you told them something that they were upset with. They had been doing something that you were against. And you let them know how you feel. So they disappeared. A lot of people are pretending to be your friend, but they're not. They are not for you. They are against you. They are telling you certain things so that they can get your response and laugh at you. Would you believe it? And mock you. Be very careful with such people. If you tell them your secrets or your problems, they will tell it to everybody else. Perhaps that person was all about gossip, gossiping with you. You don't want to be a part of it, but they keep coming at you with gossip. He say, she say, he said, she said, and so on. Telling you about somebody else, telling you about other people. You're saying, why don't they stop? You're trying to give them hints that you're bigger than that. They're relentless. They're coming to you with story after story. Gossiping. Then you ask yourself, are they doing the same to me? That person who is gossiping about somebody else with you, they are gossiping about you with somebody else. It would be very rare for them not to be doing the same thing when it comes to you. You're there thinking you're special. Yes, you are special, but not to them. They're gossiping about you with others. They're gossiping about others with you. That is just who they are. Then the day comes, you tell them that you've had enough of it. They disappear. They were never a true friend. They were never for you. They were against you. They're not about the light. They're not about positivity. They're about the darkness. They're not about moving forward, about advancing. They are not about that. You are about that. They're pretending to be about that, but they're not. That person who was against you had to be removed from your life. That person who was keeping you down, who was keeping you back, the Most High, the universe, God, infinite intelligence, source, whatever you want to call it, or him or her, remove that person from your life. And you are part of it because you are a co-creator with God. You are one with God. You make things happen. It doesn't just happen by remote control. Somebody's out there pressing the buttons. Somebody in the sky. We are all part of it. The trees are all part of it. The animals are all part of it. The universe is all part of it. So it was only a matter of time till that person could no longer walk with you. They were too fake. They were not real. They were not pure. They were not genuine. So they could not have stayed in your life. You're one thing. They are something else. They couldn't have stayed in your life. Your light is shining so brightly. You're all about kindness. You're all about love. You're all about loving kindness. They are not about that. You're all about success, abundance, being a go-getter, achievement. They are not about that. They are about failure, talking about others morning, noon, and night, disrespecting others, dissing others, like they say, having no regard for other people. They are fake to their other friends. How about you? They are there with this friend, and this friend is telling them their life story. They are sharing it with everybody else. They are sharing it with you. They are broadcasting it all over the internet. They are broadcasting it all over social media, in DMs. They are calling others, and they are calling you. You are not so special to them, like I said. They are doing the same to you. They are fake. And because they are fake, because they are not for you, they couldn't have stayed in your life forever. The same applies to a romantic relationship. That person is pretending to be for you, is pretending to love you. The two of you are supposed to be in a monogamous relationship. At the start, it seems so beautiful, right? It's the honeymoon stage. Smooth sailing. Everything seems so perfect. But it is only a matter of time till they reveal themselves. It is only a matter of time till you find out that they are untrue. And if they are a cheater, if they are unfaithful, if they are against you, you will know. You will suspect it, and then you will get full proof that they are not genuine, that they are a false pretender, that this person is not a true friend, is not a real best friend or partner or true lover or true husband or wife, and it will end. That is why it will reach a point where they are no longer in your life. You know why? Because things are always working out for you, and that person who is against you has to be removed. When that happens, it may seem like you lost something, but you haven't lost anything. You only gained. It is they who lost a good friend, somebody who would have been there for them, who would have been true to them. They lost somebody of your caliber, of your worth. You did not lose anything. You actually gained. It seems like a loss, but you gained. Now a vacancy has been created for somebody better to walk with you, for a better friend, for a better partner to walk with you. Or, God forbid, you don't get that partner, you can walk alone. Being alone is okay. Be alone. Like Nikola Tesla said, being alone is the secret to invention. Be alone. It is all right. You don't need them to hold your hand, because when they were holding your hand, they were working against you. That is why they had to let go of your hand. It was too hot. They had to let go. They could have no longer walked with you. Smash that like button, by the way, for the YouTube algorithm. Smash that like button as an affirmation that everything is always working out for you. Fake friends will be exposed and removed from your life. They were too fake to stay around. They were too fake to be there with you, to be laughing with you, to be messaging you. They were too fake. Okay? So they did you a favor. Fake lovers, fake partners. They're there for what they can get. And some of them will even forget everything you ever did for them. They are ungrateful. Yet still they are there only for what they can receive from you. They don't want to give anything. They just want to receive. They transgress the law of giving and receiving. They only want to receive. They don't want to give. Whereas giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. When you give, you're supposed to receive. You're there giving and giving and giving to that person. Fine. It is blessed to give. It is more blessed to give than to receive. But how about the receiving part? That is how the relationship works. I give to you, you give back. Reciprocity. It is supposed to be reciprocal. And as long as this reciprocity stops, there goes the relationship, because you're giving and giving and nothing is being replenished. Nothing is being replenished. You lose. Somebody will lose their motivation. Somebody will lose their drive. Somebody will lose their inspiration. So they were not for you. They were there to receive only, forgetting everything that you've ever done for them, lack of gratitude. And what happened? Today, they are no longer in your life. It had to happen. It had to happen because they were not real. They were not true. They had to be removed from your life. Oh yes, fake friends, fake people will be exposed. Something is gonna happen. For some of you, something has already happened as the breeze is blowing and I'm hearing nature. It's beautiful out there in nature, and I'm sending you all of these good vibes. I'm sending you all of this positive energy. I'm sending you all of this sunshine. I'm here to remind you that all you do is win. I'm here to remind you to hold your head up high. People will come in your life and try to disturb you, try to sidetrack you, try to destroy you, make you lose your focus, but they can never stop you from rising. They can never stop your light from shining. They can never stop you from advancing, from being successful and winning in life. You will continue to win despite the odds. Everything is always working out for you. When they try to dig a pit for you, they themselves will fall in it. When they try to harm you, they are harming themselves. When they try to put a curse on you, a spell on you, it reverses, it backfires on them, it affects them. No debt in the universe goes unpaid. Karma, you will always win. They can win too, but they need to have that right mindset. They need to know that victory is theirs. They need to be on that advancing path. I said they couldn't stay in your life forever. Be happy that it ended. Be happy that they are no more in your life, because they wouldn't have brought you that joy that you want, that peace, that happiness, that hopefulness, that love that you deserve. All they would have done is drag you down to the bottom. So be happy that they are no longer in your life. Remember that everything is working out for you. Remember that all you do is win. Continue to give, continue to help. And this is where I want to say a special thank you to those of you who have supported this advancing channel. Those of you who send your super thanks right here on YouTube. And those of you so kind who send donations via PayPal. I am so grateful. Those of you who have subscribed, who are watching, hey, I am not here to ask for anything. I am here to say thank you. I am here to express my gratitude. I appreciate you. The universe, the Most High, God values and appreciates you. As we're here in nature, I'm just chilling here with you in nature, sending you good vibes, reminding you that you're a winner, that all you do is win. I look forward to hearing what you have to say. I look forward to reading your comments. Oh yes, those who were not for you will be removed from your life. They were against you. They can no longer walk with you. Let them go their way. Things are different now. Things are better now. It will all work out. Let go and let God, like they say. Let the Most High, let the universe do its thing, knowing that even what seems like failures are merely illusions. Failures are mere stepping stones on the path of success. Even your disappointments are blessings in disguise. In the end, you win. My name is Mantius. You're here on the Advancing channel. I'm sending you loads of positive energy, abundance energy. May you manifest your heart's desires. One love, God bless, and all the best.